on Shaman TV here with Chris Millington, so 4-1 defeat. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think that's simple, really. I think we've maybe had, I've not seen the stats yet, but I think we've maybe had 16, 17 efforts on goal. I think they've maybe had 7 max. 5 that I remember on target, and they've scored 4. We've had, like I say, 16 or 17, and we've managed 1. And I think you can look at it in 1 or 2 ways. Either we're not taking enough of our chances, or we're conceding too many of the chances that we're facing. And I think both are true tonight.
Yeah, started relatively brightly, had chances early on. George hit the post on one occasion, forced a good save on the other, but then they've scored with their first chance of the game.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, and we set up to in a slightly different shape. We tweaked it a little bit, and we gave the lads a little bit of an objective of regains in central areas to try and counter from, or certainly that was the intention of the setup. And I think for large parts of the first half that worked. You know, Aidan had plenty of regains. Owen Bray regained the ball a number of times. Tom Pugh, Jack Jenkins getting on the ball and driving us forward and creating chances off that, which was the intention. But another game where it's probably getting a bit, well, it's certainly getting boring for me saying it, and it's probably getting a bit boring of people hearing it. But we set these things up, we set the traps, we have a plan, and we execute 90% of it, and the really crucial 10% of putting the ball in the back of the net we fell short on tonight again. And then the flip side of that is, we've got to recognise that out of what I think were 5 shots on target, we've conceded 4. So there's questions to be asked over the defence and whether or not the keeper could have done a bit more. But yeah, very disappointed, because I've said it before and I mean it. We wanted to do well in the competition. We wanted it to be an opportunity for us to prolong the season as long as we can, especially for lads who might not be getting regular minutes in the league. And we believe the depth of the squad this season would allow us to do that. But at the moment, it's not looking likely.
Yeah, as you say, didn't take our chances. A bit relaxed at the back, but certainly can't fault the work rate that was out of possession, certainly up to the final third.
Yeah, I think work rate both in and out of possession. I think the way we worked the ball through the thirds against, and let's credit Middlesbrough, looked like a well-oiled team, committed, worked hard. They were slightly, a little bit more resilient than your average sort of under 21 setup in the tackle. So, we've got to give our opponents credit, but it was an opportunity for a number of players to put themselves forward. And I think really when we strip it right back, the one who really stood out as a positive tonight for me was probably Owen Bray, who I thought worked incredibly hard and got his reward with the goal, and has certainly done himself no harm in terms of pushing his case for getting a start against Yeovil.
Yeah, as you say, obviously Owen Bray getting his first goal for the club not long after signing the contract extension. Yeah,
again, I've said it before. He's the type of lad we want here. Young, hungry. He's got ability, and desperately keen to play games and get experience, and that's what he will get here, especially with performances like tonight. That's what we want from players. We want that energy, that fearlessness, and that willingness to really give everything they've got on every occasion, in every situation. And Owen's got that, so he will get opportunities here, and he will develop, and I think he'll have a really positive career with Halifax.
Of course, up next, obviously it's return to league action, a longest away trip of the season as we go down to Yeovil.
Yeah, looking forward to it. They're doing well. It's another tough tie. We've had a run of them. I know Woking's league position isn't the best, but it was a real tough game against Woking, and I think when you look at the players on paper, they've got a really good squad. So we knew it was going to be difficult, and likewise the 2 previous games to that, York and Rochdale, don't need any explanation as to why they were tough. But Yeovil will be the same, on a good run of form, good manager, they've recruited well, they've got resources to be able to strengthen and have quality in the right areas. So it's going to be a challenge, but one that we're really looking forward to.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.